What's up, Average Dad fans? Welcome back to another video. Now, as your faithful, fearless leader when it comes to all things Vivo and Vivo X Fold in particular, I felt it only right that I should be the one to deliver some great news from up high, or just from my office / spare bedroom. But yes, exciting Vivo X Fold 2 news, which has turned me into a tech leaker, which is something I didn't want to be, but I figure I'm the only one kind of talking about the Vivo X Fold, and I'm trying to lead that charge to get other tech reviewers chatting about it. But as always, watch this space. MKBHD will be sent a Vivo X Fold 2, I'm sure, and his videos will get millions and mine will get dozens. Anyway, it's Vivo X Fold 2, specs, hardware, software, release date and price coming up now. So first things first, let's talk about the more boring aspect of the phone. And I say boring because, as you all know, any Android phone that uses a Snapdragon chip past the 888, in my opinion, is more than powerful enough to deal with any task you throw at it. The 8 Gen 1, the 8 Plus Gen 1, and now the Vivo X Fold 2 will have the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 SoC. No real shock there, I would imagine. It will also run Origin OS if you buy it in China, which, spoiler alert, you're going to have to do. Origin OS 13, I believe, and that'll be running with Android 13 behind it. So that's good, since my Vivo X Fold Plus didn't get any Android update this year. Yeah, I'm glad that'll be getting an Android 13 phone. Other kind of software / I guess it's hardware, but not. You decide. It's memory. You've all been used to UFS 3.0, 3.1, or sometimes 3.2 speeds. However, now we're upgrading to the 4.0 found on the Vivo X90 Pro Plus. Essentially, tenfold your data transferring speeds to applicable devices, which is nice. Now, with all that Origin OS and Android 13 updates, there will be some new features regarding the software, which when I purchase the phone and have it in my hand, I will update you all with. Are you ready for this video hook? Stay tuned to the end of the video to find out the release date and price of the Vivo X Fold 2. Oh, I feel dirty doing that. But I will tell you at the end of close to the end of the video, I promise. Next up though, I want to talk about hardware. Hardware on the Vivo X Fold 2 will be super similar to the Vivo X Fold 1 and the X Fold Plus, which I have here. Super similar in that the displays will have a 6.5 inch front display, an 8 inch inner screen, 8.03 inches to be precise, fingerprint sensor on the outside, fingerprint sensor on the inside, and it will look very similar to this. However, I would be absolutely shocked if the Vivo X Fold 2 did not follow in the footsteps of the X90 Pro Plus and have a larger circular cutout without this black cutout to the side of the camera ring. I think design language, it will copy it, and if you've seen photos of the Vivo X90 Pro Plus, which I'm putting up here now so you have, it's going to have that silver strip on it as well, I imagine. Has no benefit other than design. I don't mind it. I think it maybe adds a bit of premiumness-ish. That's not a word to it, but it does. So yeah, as far as screens, 120Hz, LTPO2 technology, pretty much the same screen hardware as before. Speakers, same. However, interested to see or hear how the speakers are, because While the body shape dimensions are remaining the same, the actual weight of the device is decreasing by close to 50 grams. So for anybody out there that thinks the Vivo X Fold is too heavy, well, it's now going to be the same weight as the Samsung Z Fold 4, but again, keeping the same larger outside screen and larger inside screen. So that's a positive in my opinion for sure. Now, sticking with the hardware on the X Fold 2, as mentioned, it'll have a larger circular camera ring. However, I expect to see some changes in the camera technology. For one, the main sensor will stay 50 megapixel, but be upgraded to a later, wider, bigger aperture, bringing in more light, Sony IMX something sensor. It will have a new main camera sensor. I will be specific on that when I have the phone, or if I know beforehand, obviously. But it will have a better main lens. It will have the same ultra wide and telephoto lens. Another difference though, and I can't see why they wouldn't do this, I'm not entirely thrilled on paper, but in reality, I think it'll be okay, because what they're going to do is they're going to change the 5x periscope zoom lens to, again, to steal from the Vivo X90 Pro Plus, the 3.5x periscope zoom lens. Is 3.5 telephoto or periscope? That's for you to decide, not me. But the reason I say only on paper does that bother me, because if you watch Ben's gadget reviews and Versus, they've done some good camera comparisons with the Vivo X90, particularly in zoom, and the actual output at 3.5 times with digital cropping is arguably better than 5 times optical using this and the older Vivo X80 Pro camera setup. So again, for me, totally fine with that. As far as other changes, if you're coming from the Vivo X Fold 1, not the Plus, you will see a bump in battery up to 4800 milliamp hours. You will see a bump up in charging speeds up to, I'm going to say 80 watts because I want to be conservative, but I think they might make it 100 watts wired, and it'll be 50 watts wireless charging on the X Fold 2, much like on the X Fold Plus. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the price and the release date. The price will be exact same as if you go to Wanda and Gistop and Blue Iode right now, and the price is going to be dependent on area. I'll roughly translate to 1,450 to 1,500 pounds. You can do the conversion in your area. Pricey, yes, but still cheaper than the Samsung Z Fold 4, which is an inferior device to your X Fold 1 you have at the moment, or the X Fold Plus if you have that. Now, for those that don't have a foldable phone at the moment, and you were looking at the X Fold 1 or the X Fold Plus, wondering if you should buy it, for obvious reasons, I would hold off to wait to see if the price dips. And also, I know a certain YouTuber with very similar looks to me that will be selling his immaculate, pretty much pristine, with box, all the chargers that's not been used because I've already got a fast charger, all that stuff, original box and papers. I'll be selling this very close to the release date of the Vivo X Fold 2. And for any viewer watching, if you comment on the video that I'll release later on when I'm selling the X Fold, the price is simple. It's £999. That's it. Cost me just under or just about £1,500, and I've had it about 2 months by that point. So for me, I'm going to take a £500 hit, but it is a used phone, and I'll be happy with the £999, and I'm sure whoever buys it will be delighted to get this exact device in red for £999. So stay tuned for that if you are indeed interested. If you're not interested in picking up the older X Fold Plus, by then it'll be 5 months old, you can get the X Fold 2 for, as mentioned, £1,500 approximately. Now with regards to release date, this is where the news gets quite exciting, because I was going to do a video before Christmas about the X Fold 2, but for a few reasons I didn't. A, it was too soon. B, it was Christmas time. And C, I wasn't entirely sure that my info was accurate. Now, while I'm still not sure the date I'm about to tell you is accurate, it is super exciting. I have it on good authority from 2 separate websites. That's my authority, by the way. I ain't got an employee at Vivo on the payroll. I'm just looking at websites and forums. The release date for the Vivo X Fold 2 will be February the 11th. In quick maths, folks, it's like 3 weeks away. Yeah, 3 weeks. And we will have a Vivo X Fold. I think it's like 3 weeks on Monday to be precise. A Vivo X Fold 2 will be on all of your favourite Chinese import sites. Blue Iode, Wanda, Gizstop, Trading Shenzhen. I don't know where I'm going to buy it from because I've mentioned already in other videos, all 4 are reliable with quick delivery speeds and 14-day return periods if you need to return your device. But again, if it's not going to be that February 11th date, then it will be more like March 27th, which is the original date I had read and seen in forums. So that makes it a bit less exciting because it means we've got, a couple of months to wait. But I can still do that. That's okay. I'm fine. I can hold on to this for another couple of months as this is still my daily driver. So that was that. That was my first, maybe second leak video. Hopefully it's answered some questions. It's given you a bit of clarity if you were on the fence as to whether to buy the X Fold or hold out. Certainly hold out if it's not a cheaper X Fold Plus you want to buy from me. Hold out for the X Fold 2 because it might only be a month away. If you've got any questions, obviously comment down below. I always respond and appreciate every comment. And the usual stuff, if you've liked this, you know what to do. If you haven't subscribed already, then why? And you know what to do. So, till next time.